Welcome back to Captain DLC Gaming. Happy Friday to you all. We are jumping into the Friday Night Magic event, Standard Singleton. And we're playing this janky deck that's just full of card draw, instants, and sorcery. Spells matters. It's really what this deck is all about. With a card draw sub-theme. Don't get a free mulligan on this, so I think we keep this and see where it goes. Get treasure tokens to help ramp. Be interesting to see how that plays out. In this particular deck, didn't make any changes for that specific item. So you're not worried about a 2-drop just yet. So we'll play out Vantress now. But we do have a lot of top-end cards that we can get to sooner with the treasure, and potentially multi-spell, hoping that the card draw keeps our hand full. So we'll see how this plays out. Just wanted to get into the format, see what other people were playing, and maybe make some changes from there. That's just kind of a wall right now. This is sorcery speed. I don't know that we want to necessarily discard something. We can cycle, so pass the turn. Do need to start casting some cards at some point. Getting instants and sorceries in our graveyard is part of what makes our deck work. Especially Blitz of the Raptor is pointless without it. Okay, so opponent just maximizing on mana here, which is interesting. I don't think I'm worried about that. If we cycle here and see what we get. Another land, not what we're looking for. Epiphany is good to have. Let's go ahead and double down on blue. Interesting. We need to get a creature on board. We can trade out some cards here. I don't know if that's what we want to do either. I'm just going to pass the turn. A little bit of a boring start for us. I think like what I would want to build custom to this, and what I probably should build, is maybe the obvious like green stompy ramp. You get restoration. Alright, that's sick. Let's counter that spell. Yeah, we'll do all three. Non-land permanent. Let's make him recast that. Target a player to draw, that's us. There we go, that's a card we want to play. We're a little flooded on lands. I think we do Tormenting Voice here. Discard a land. There we go. Now we're cooking with grease. Three damage count on the Blitz. Ashiok, that's the problem.
Come. Terror lurks among us.
More land. Alright, so the question is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. We have enough to do. Let's get rid of Ashiok. Keep getting rid of their toys.
You must be subdued.
Oh. Yeah, it doesn't double, just 2 more. We're closer.
My kin are delightfully friendly.
It's stealing my cards. Can they finish us off? And bone pressure. We get to ferry on board. Let's get the auger out. I don't want to give up both lands. Let's just get rid of one. There we go. So we're 3 away from Ominous Seas, which we can get there this turn. We can give this thing flying. I like that. That gives us a shot at getting rid of Ashiok next turn. Shock is good, Opt is good, Land is good, all our cards are good. I think we keep the Shock and ditch the Opt. The nice thing is discarding the Opt makes the Augur better than some of our other cards. Do we block? Can they do 3 more damage? Not risk it. We'll take the 2. Okay.
Power without wisdom is the path of the fool. Return
That makes sense.
to the shadows awaken.
Both out of shock range. Winged words just got worse. We could make a big shark. 3/4, 4/4 shark. And hope that survives.
Consider this a warning. creeping.
The 4/4 shot gets rid of Ashiok, but not Ugin. Opponent goes into ramp mode. So if we shock Ugin here, we can attack him down. Ashiok not close to ultimate, so that's probably what we want to do.
You act without wisdom.
That's a good card to have in the air. Get rid of Ugin. And I think yeah, let's do the Phoenix here. Opponent's tapped out. Let's go for it. We could draw cards. Maybe our opponent will fear counterspell. I doubt it, but it's worth a shot. Drawing cards. Venus's ultimatum. Yeah, that's a thing. Our opponent definitely put more thought into this than I did. ECD takes care of the Phoenix. Lots of good stuff in the exile zone. Teferi's just not going to do it for us here.
Could gone worse.
Recoil to the recess of your mind.
Thanks, Ashiok. Creepy! And the creepiest Planeswalker award goes to Ashiok. No questions asked. We're dubs if we can't cast a creature.
I've had my fun.
Alright, let's actually try to build a deck. Alright, we've finished out the deck. It's a mess. I don't know if it's any good. I'm not really good at building Singleton decks by any means. But I don't know, I just threw a bunch of stuff at it. So, I mean, our top end, Great Hinge, Genesis Ultimatum, Thorn Mammoth, draw 7 cards, get more creatures. That's probably something we want to do. Summoner for the Giant, Synergy, Kogla, Vivian, Hydra, Elder Gargaroth, Terror of the Peaks, Quakebringer, Thrix. Questing Beast because it's great. Tectonic Giant for the Giant, send it through Storm's Wrath in case we need to wipe the board. Calamity Bear to increase our giant damage, which also works really well with Bone Crusher. A Crow in War because why not? Cherix to hold down the battlefield while we get bigger things going. So we're weak to the air. The only flyer that we have is Terror of the Peaks. So something we might want to keep in mind for the future. Mammoth, it's a land, it's a big dude, Lovestruck Beast. Garrick's Uprising to get value off for our big guys, Colossal Majesty, same thing. Charger because it's a giant and it's aggressive. Demon Bolt because it's removal. Crush the Weak. Sweeper at 2 for the little guys, Bone Crusher Giant. Winged Words card draw, Mimic just to double down on a really good creature we have out. Research, draw cards. I'm really excited if we draw into Cosima here. Exile, make it bigger, have it come back in as a bigger creature, and then get to draw that many cards. Wildborn Preserver for obvious reasons, Horned Beetle for obvious reasons, Cobra for obvious reasons, Thundering Rebuke for damage, Fling because that's a good way to end the game, and One Shot just because. Well, let's jump in there. Let's see if this mess plays. My focus as a player this last year during COVID has been I started net decking. I started playing on the ladder in 2020, and so to try to improve my skills as a player, at some point I would like to get into deck building a little bit more. Right now it is not my strong point. Let's see here. Yeah, this is fine. We've got Preserver, we've got Cosima, little lofty for Kogla, but we'll draw into good things. It's keepable for us. Very much keepable for us. So I think here we keep the treasure. Yeah, there we go. I'm fine with that. 3 drop, 4 drop, 4 drop. I have to use a treasure to get it out, but buys us some time. I think we really want to ramp here. We didn't put ramp cards in. It seemed a little bit redundant with the treasure tokens. So that was not where my focus was. So I think we play this out on our normal curve. No reason to jump the gun here. And I try to preserve our treasure tokens here for when we need them to get something big out to compete with what the opponent slams. I'm keen to get Cosima out next turn. Has to survive an opponent's turn before we can exile it. This is a fascinating card to me. Alright. Sounds really good. Flash in Preserver. I always forget to play this card with Flash. I tend to slam it on my main phase. At least I remember to do that this time. More land. I accept blue here. We could go for damage here, but I think, again, we're going to keep our tokens for as needed situations. Not get too greedy. Just following the plan. Get Cosima out. I mean, here the greedy play would be to pay 3 and make it a 5/5. Of course, we would have wanted to do that before combat and got in for 5 damage. But we're going to let this go. Opponent thinking about something. Whether or not they want to use a... Okay. Like, I'm going to blow up the Preserver. So opponent is ramping. Interesting choice. So we have the two blue sources for Jerich's here. So if our opponent puts a big brute down that the preserver can't compete with, we just throw down Jerich's 5 times. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the 5 color spells is something that you can do. Yeah, I don't care about the order, I don't think. Take action, yes. Our friend is exiled. If you don't, return, yes. Put a voyage counter, yes. Let's see. We could get out Terror, though. So the rest of our cards start getting better. That only cost us 1. I think I'm okay with that. Let's get him for some damage first. Do Terror the Beaks. We'll decline. Beginning of your upkeep, reveal cards once after liberating until you reveal a creature or planeswalker card. Put that card onto the battlefield and the rest on top of your... What? That's busted. I don't know if we can compete with that value, to be honest with you. But we need to get Kogla out, and we need to be able to swing in with them. That's how we take care of that. Otherwise, that's going to be a terrible thing to deal with. Oh, cards I don't know. Exile target non-land permanent. -3. That's busted. I don't like it. Well, let's play Kogla while we can.
I can't do everything.
Beanstalk Giant. Why not? And they have ECD. So there goes Kogla. I think that's the only chance we had at destroying the enchantment. I think we're going to need to bring Kozuma back and draw some cards. Be a 4/6. So opponent chooses the ramp here. Make the giant bigger. An interesting choice. Well for us. Down to 7. We have to play a land to get Kozuma back. Not I thought it was an upkeep trigger for the return. All based on land. Crow and War is pretty busted if they can't deal with it, because anything they cast this turn has to attack, and then it's going to die the following turn. And they scoop it up, and we get a win out of this. A Crow and War getting us there, and definitely having Kogla to get rid of that enchantment. I don't think we could have played through that enchantment. The mistake the opponent made, I guess if they didn't have a way to kill Kogla, then it wasn't a mistake. But was relying on Undo Inversion. Destroy all permanents. I'd rather have the new one. Anyhow, not being able to deal with Kogla and allowing it to attack in was big. Was the big turning play for us in that one for sure. So let's get back in there with the same deck. See how we do. Never know. Singleton decks are so random. I think it's hard to build consistency in them unless you really put some time and focus into the deck build, which obviously I did not do. So this is one of those cases where our top end is really out of control. But we can rely on the gold to get us out, potentially. So we'll keep it. It's probably a dumb keep any other time, but with the treasure factory, maybe we're okay. Thundering Rebuke, that'll be nice. I think we ditch that now. We want to draw a land. Take a hit from the Brushwag. Let's see, what's this? Oh, it's Fling. Rebuke, I'm not worried about playing here. We could get Tectonic Giant out. That's an expensive use of our treasure. I think we just play Winged Words here. We got the land that we needed. So we discard... I think we discard Fling here. Little rough doing that, knowing that we're going to have to discard, but it at least helps us move forward. If we don't get these creatures out, we're just going to end up being dubs. And I think our opponent is working towards probably some great stuff. Hexproof from blue. Whenever is dealt damage, you gain 1 life and create. Oh. You get a little spider buddy. Let's get red on board. We can kill that and they'll get a spider, which is fine. We could spend 1 treasure and get the giant. That helped us get some value. Let's get the giant out. I think it's worth it. My opponent's not paying attention. Or just reading the card. So we have 6 mana available next turn. If they pump it for 3, yeah, no blocks. Harass that. Okay, so going for some spiders here. Interesting. That's on the instant or sorcery cast for that one. We'll drop another green. So it'll just bounce against the spider, and we'll get to do 3 damage to each opponent, or exile the top 2 cards of the library, choose one of them until end of your next turn. You can play. So we can get some more playing options. We can spend a treasure to get Tear the Peaks out. I think we go for a Great Hinge, honestly. Let's get some value out of the giant. Take our decision from there. Okay, so we need... Can we foretell it? I don't know if we can foretell it. If we could foretell it, that'd be great. Otherwise, we need 5 next turn. Are we going to be there without treasure? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're good. That was mean. So we don't get the hinge out. We could kill Arasta. Not sure. Or the Weaver. Oh no, we can't kill the Weaver. Gargoyle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's play Gargoyle. And make sure we get Hinge out next turn. We'll have 6 mana available. We'll have to, with the treasures, we'll have to use 1 to play the Quakebringer. That represents a bit of a clock. So Great Hinge can't get played next turn, which is unfortunate. Won't have enough mana for it. Unless we could foretell the Quakebringer, which I would love to do. In that case, that would be awesome. We can pump this once. And then... Did I play a land? I really should be blocking. I think they're just trying to get 1 damage in, which is fine. Okay, opponent's going for go wide strategy. Oh, yeah, we can't foretell it. So we have green, green. Yeah, so we want this to be red. Do we attack? If they triple block, they can kill us, and we can only take... Yeah, that's not a good trade for us. Quick Breakbringer. Sorcery. Demon Bolt's instant. Let's forward. No. I don't want to use up our treasure. Because next turn, if we can play Great Hinge for 3, that leaves us 5 mana to drop Terror of the Peaks. 6. Yeah. See if the opponent has some removal here. Hopefully not. I think in this format, it's going to be a lot of long, grindy games. But I do enjoy the Friday Night Magic formats. Mixes things up a bit. Gives you a chance to play some new cards in a new way. I like the creativity of it and just the outside-the-box gameplay. Vivian, alright. There's trouble.
The arcbow quivers with excitement.
Look at the top card of your library anytime I play it. Create a beast. Yeah, gonna create a beast. Put her up to 4. The next turn it looks like it's gonna be Great Hinge and Demon Bolt. Or Thundering Rebuke, rather. Ooh, we get another giant. That's good. Yeah, you get a spider. But we get rid of Vivian. So we play Great Hinge, it's going to cost us 3. We'll get 2 back, that leaves us 3 mana. Oh, what? Intervention? I think I go ahead and let that resolve. Play the Great Hinge. Terror of the Peaks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's set up for next turn. Draw a card. So we can attack down Vivian next turn. Oh wait, no, they've got the spiders with reach. Maybe we should have played Demon Bolt instead of getting greedy with Terror of the Peaks. Boy, this is a slow game. Alright, you've got 2 cards to play. Play one. Yeah, there's a attack with all button, bro. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 coming in. So, what do we most want to get rid of? A spider, I expect a blowout spell there. A spider, I expect maybe a blowout spell there. Let's try it. If we get blowed out, we get blowed out. Beast creature token seems pretty good right now. Drawing a card also seems really good right now. Just draw a card. There we go. A card that draws us more cards. Alright, throw down your pump spell. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna keep all my dudes. I'm down. Okay, so we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana to play with next turn. We can drop the summoner. Oh, fine. Well, summoner seems the last.
We will adapt to any threat.
Except for giants, wizards, and land. So we can pick up their whole board, which would be nice. So actually, that sounds like a pretty good game right there. I like the sound of that. Okay. So 7 for this dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That leaves 4. And then they just have to recast everything. Let's go for it. Let's have some fun. Oh, we didn't leave the correct mana up for getting Great Hinge back out. So we'll foretell this. I expect Vivian first. Can they double spell? 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. Nope. You can double spell if they play the 2 creatures. It depends on if Vivian comes out or not. We've definitely got the card advantage big time here. Plus we're threatening lethal if they don't play a creature, so they should double spell on the creatures here. They're toast, they just don't know yet. Next turn we definitely get Great Hinge down. And then just start slamming. Garrick's Uprising for even more card advantage. Yeah, Ranger comes in. Yep. And the scoop. Writing's on the wall. They know what we're gonna play next turn. We'll take a victory. 2 victories in a row with this deck for something I threw together. Works out really well. But I mean, the simple strategy is from the deck build is go look at all the big bad stuff that those treasure tokens are gonna help you cast. And you know, a good place to start with was green. Red made sense, and blue with a little bit of that. Giant synergy was a lot of fun. Could have gone into white with the giant synergy as well. There's a couple of good giant cards. The one that wipes the board except for giants, similar to what the blue one just did, except it destroys everything. This one just bounces it to hand. Anyhow, we get Doom Foretold. I don't know that I'm ever playing a Doom Foretold deck, but I will take the 2 wins. Thank you for joining me today. Good luck to you in your Friday Night Magic events. Hope you enjoy the Treasure Singleton this Friday. And yeah, we will see you next time in the arena. Got some draft videos coming up. Played a couple of drafts. Having a lot of fun with Kaldheim. Hoping to get those cut down and put on the YouTube channel. So keep an eye out for that if you're watching the channel. Again, thanks for joining me today. we will catch you on the flip side.